I'm Ann with Wild Pansy Farm. We are a diversified specialty crop farm, a market size scale. So we intensively grow with no-till and regenerative practices. Okay, so our project is leveraging biodiversity to improve profitability on a small-scale vegetable farm. That sounds like gibberish, right? So basically, diversity is in the microbiology of the compost. So we're theorizing that if we create compost with local ingredients on farm that has all that biology present, that we can offset the cost of fertilizers, pesticides, herbicides. So we're reducing the inputs that we're putting in, and which is reducing then expenses. And basically what is covered is the feedstock for the compost. So that is livestock bedding from another local farm. So they're getting that money. So it's spreading around the community, as well as all the materials to build the compost. And then training for myself to learn how to use the microscope and analyze the microbiology, which is just furthering my competencies, which I really appreciate. As well as a little bit of labor. We probably should have done more on that part. Okay, so they state many times that they understand farmers are applying, so you don't, they're not worried about grammar, punctuation, that kind of thing. So don't get nervous about your writing abilities, because it doesn't matter. Mine are horrific. Basically, they just want, it's a pretty easy application. It's pretty straightforward. My recommendations would be, it is applying with the government, so they do need you to fill out a few forms. So you need to get a SAM's number and a DUNS number. Don't be scared. It's just filling out a form online. And then, but do that first, do that ahead of time. That way, you're ready to just put the proposal together. And make sure, give yourself a buffer of a few days before the deadline. That way, if you have trouble copying and pasting into the application, especially with the financial bit, the spreadsheets don't always match. Just give yourself some formatting time. So working on the SARE project while trying to run a farm can be a little challenging, but I would just say make sure your project is moving your farm forward in a way that's meaningful and beneficial to you, because we have to do this project. I mean, this is the only way for us to really move forward and be profitable, is to be able to create this product. So so that makes it exciting and necessary, so it doesn't feel burdensome. But I think that, just make sure that the project you're proposing is one you actually want to do. And then the other part is, like, I kind of like the accountability. It's pretty minor, so just like that little bit is kind of nice to just have those check-ins. You do a report once a year, and you can put information into the program at any point in time. I would say if you're curious about applying to SARE, look at other people's projects. You can search the database, so you can find stuff that's interesting or meaningful to you, see what's already out there. The project you want to do might already have been done. You can either build upon it, or maybe you're not finding any information about what you want to know, so then you know that maybe that's a really big hole. So just check out the database. It's got some good stuff.